Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenics, and today guys we are going to talk about what you can see here on the screen, which is the Strength Perfect Cell. Now if you don't follow Dokkan Battle's Facebook page, or maybe you haven't seen it on YouTube or Twitter or anything like that, the Strength Perfect Cell has been announced for the global version of Dokkan Battle. I believe that dropped on, I just looked at it, I think it was the 2nd. Now, it is also worth noting that the Merge, Zamasu, and Trunks events don't go away until the 11th. Generally speaking, whenever one of these are announced on the Facebook page, the Dokkan Battle official Facebook page, they are usually out within 3 to 5 days. So will they have an overlapping Dokkan Fest? I kind of sort of don't think so, because I feel like they need to stretch out Merge Zamasu, they need to stretch out Trunks, they need to stretch out Perfect Cell, everything they can until they get us to the 2-year anniversary, which of course they will drop the SSJ4s. I say of course, I'm just assuming, right? We're all going off of what we know from the JP version. So today's video is to talk about should you summon, and I feel like you guys know this. I usually wait till the very end to say that. I'll go ahead and say it right now. My opinion is no, but let me give you guys some reasons as to why I think no, and some reasons as to why possibly that no could turn into a yes. So guys, before we hop in, we talk about this unit, we talk about the banner, we talk about everything else. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button around that hashtag road to 100,000 subs. As of filming this video right now, currently we're at 98,120 subs. So as of filming this, we are less than 2,000 away. So thank you guys for the support, and if you're new here or you're returning, consider hitting that red subscribe button that's down there somewhere. Anyways guys, let's talk about this Strength Perfect Cell. That kind of came out weird. I don't know what the crap that was. Let's talk about. Anyways, let's hop in. So obviously, Strength Perfect Cell, he is the quote-unquote demigod. I feel like we stopped using those terminologies since we got the 120 leads, and so now those are like the new sort of god leads, and like Super Vegito and the ones kind of below that are the more of the demigod. But as of right now, in the current meta, in the current what we're used to in the global version, this is essentially a demigod, because once he Dokkan Awakens, he becomes a plus 100% to strength type, HP, attack, and defense, which we'll get to in just a second. So I guess I should probably slow my roll, and let's talk about this unit for a moment first. So he, of course, before you Dokkan Awaken him, this is the card you will be pulling for. Strength type, HP, attack, and defense 70%. Plus 70%, so he's not. We haven't got too much into the whole super types, extreme types, and everything else. Aside from, of course, Trunks, Merge, Masu, and and Rose and Vegito Blue. But I think you guys kind of know what I mean as far as specific to you know, super and also their types as well, aka the SSJ4s and any of the other 120 leads that have been released thus far. He does have 2 separate super attacks, a 10 and a 12 key, which will be the same, which both of those cause immense damage to enemy and raise his attack and defense, and 11 key, which is an attack all. So yes, he can be used in the World Tournament, causes mass damage to all enemies and raises attack and defense. Link skills here, or passive is attack. I mean, we can see it here, so I'm not focusing too much on this. Attack plus 80% at start of turn. Link skills, revival, messenger from the future, big bad bosses, Kamehameha, nightmare, and a shocking speed. So let's go ahead, let's take a look. Also, a shout out here to, real quick though, let me give a shout out to, of course, the wiki page. Is what we're looking at right now. We'll also be taking a look at DBZ.space, which is where I usually get all my information for previous banners. So I'll put links to both of those sites down below in the description. You guys want to go over to those sites and kind of look at those and go along with me on this video. But obviously, shout out to them for having these resources here available for me to make said video for you guys. Anyways, here we go. Here is his TUR form. As I said before, strength type, HP, attack, and defense plus 100% up. Nothing changes about a super attack. As you can see there, causes mass damage to enemies for the 11 key. The 10 and the 12 key are still causes immense damage to enemy and raises attack and defense. Attack plus 100% at start of turn, and of course when you Dokkan Awaken him, he does get that nice little fierce battle. So the unit itself is not bad. I've not really ran him a whole lot at all. Matter of fact, he is reversed right now because I'm trying to raise his super attack because I pulled a couple of intelligence perfect cells. But I'm also trying to focus Zinni right now on the Broly. So I'm in this weird spot where it's like I need 97 million Zinni to Dokkan Awaken my Broly, but I also need Zinni to UR stuff so I can increase super attacks. The Dokkan struggle, am I right? But anyways, not a bad unit. However, as far as teams he fits on, as of right now, the absolute best team I feel like you can put him on for sure is a Strength Janemma team. I don't really feel like too many people would argue with that, but Strength Janemma is by far the best team that he fits into. and we won't see Strength Janemba on Global for about another 5 months. So, I don't know. Take that for what you will, guys. The unit itself is actually really cool. I love Perfect Cell as a character, and I definitely don't mind this card. It's just, you can definitely run him on an LR Broly team. No denying that, right? No, absolutely denying the fact that you cannot run him, or that you can totally run him on an LR Broly team. I just feel like when it comes down to it, with Super Saiyan links and everything else, the links that you're looking for, you're probably going to lean away from him, specifically if you are running just a Broly and Saiyan team, right? I feel like you're going to probably have better options than him, but on a Strength Janemba team, he definitely can shine. The other thing, too, is that I don't see him replacing any of your villain units. So if you're a Merge Zamasu team person, as far as if you're sitting here with meta right now with the best units you could possibly run on your Merge Zamasu team, I just don't see where he's going to fit in. I don't know who you'd really take away for him. I mean, if you're someone running full power Frieza, see, I would still probably run full power Frieza over him too. So I just don't see where he's going to fit in right now on that, but I can definitely tell you, as far as if you want to run an extreme strength team, he'll fit perfectly on it. The other thing to talk about that comes with this banner, which we're about to talk about the banner itself, but is that this guy right here, the SSJ2 Strength Gohan, does get a Dokkan Awaken, which is pretty awesome. Matter of fact, I love this unit, and he will fit perfectly, and I will most definitely try him out on an LR Broly team. So anyways, we won't talk about this in particular. Let's go ahead and let's go to his Dokkan Awaken. As you can see there, he does get that nice and beautiful Fierce Battle link, which is exactly what we want, because he does take 35 of the medals from the Perfect Cell event. Now with this, we'll also bring a 50 stamina event that will drop 7 medals apiece. So unlike the weird base form strength, great brilliance Goku, and base form intelligence Vegeta that take 35 Kid Buu medals, unlike those dropping and you needing to beat that stage 35 times at 40 stamina apiece, holy crap, I've seen people that done it. I commend you for doing it. I am not for one. I will wait until the intelligence Kid Buu drops and I can get them at 7 apiece and beat it 5 times instead of 35 times. Granted, I could run through it. Obviously, the 40 stamina event at this point is like nothing at all, but it still is time consuming, and that is still a ton of stamina. But this guy will be dropping, this Dokkan Awaken will be dropping with this. It gets the Fierce Battle, a solid unit, obviously. Passive is Ki +3, attack 70% at start of turn, causes immense damage, and honestly, PFB, Fierce Battle, he's got good links. Got good links. He's going to do solid damage on a strength team. So let's go ahead and now let's talk about the banner and how it was. We're over here on DBZ.space, and how it was back in the day on JP. So we had the Strength Perfect Cell, we had Omega Shenron, we had the Strength SSJ3 Vegeta, Gogeta, my boy Gogeta coming back, the Strength Broly, the Tech Perfect Cell, of course the SSJ2 Team Gohan, he definitely has to be here. Omega Shenron, that not very good SSJ3 Tech Vegeta, the pretty freaking good AGL SSJ3 Kid GT Goku, and then the Intelligence Perfect Cell, and then a just Tech Imperfect Cell there as well. So the thing I wanted to talk about, now obviously the banner itself is not bad. If you're someone looking for Omega, you're someone still searching for Gogeta, if you're someone still searching for the SSJ3 Vegeta, or you don't have this Team Gohan and you really want it, because his attack animation does get updated, and he's just a really cool unit. The SSJ2 Strength Team Gohan is a really cool unit, but the value here is just it's not great in comparison to when he comes back and you can pull for Final Form Cooler, Merge Zamasu, and everything else. But the thing I wanted to talk about, the change, the reason why my should you summon turning from a no to a possible yes, are 2 things that I've seen in the community lately, and I kind of sort of can see them doing this. One is including LR Broly on this banner. What do you guys think? Could you see them doing it? Because I totally could. Just completely replace that strength when you see right there, the Roar of Death Broly, and just completely replace it with the LR one. The second thing that they could totally do is put LR Gohan on this banner. I don't know if they'd make him a featured unit, but drop him, because yes, to get him to TUR status, he does take 77 of the strength, or of the Perfect Cell medals. And I've seen some people say, well, Nano, the actual Dokkan Battlefield, it will not be out at the time. Yes, no, it won't, but they could totally drop it. Say, here's this new 70% to Intelligence TUR, and then later, huge announcement, your Intelligence TUR Gohan now Dokkan Awakens to an LR. Because another thing too, for those of us that are obviously involved in the YouTube community, the subreddit, you know, over on Twitter and everything else, we know these things, right? We pay attention to these things, we know all these things. But there are plenty of people that just play this game from day to day that never get so involved as to come out to these communities to be a part of, you know, part of my community and everything else. So they may not even know. So this huge announcement that this intelligence one that you've been sitting on, you've had Dokkan Awaken and you've been running, now Dokkan's into an LR. So they could totally include it on the banner, and I could see them doing that as well. Now, if they do one of those two things, I say this banner becomes significantly worth, especially if they make them banner cards. Now, if they don't make them banner cards, then still no, because their likeliness of pulling them is going to be like a 0.08%. It's going to be really, really bad. But if they are banner cards, holy crap, my no kind of sort of starts to become to a yes. And if it's LR Gohan, my no goes, boom, definitely yes. You guys will see me be summoning. And I will still do summons on this banner to some extent, probably like 150, 200 stones, and then just call it good. But anyways, that's my discussion over this banner. No, guys, save your stones. I think that's kind of the unanimous thing across the community anyways, but still, I've been making these videos for a very long time over these banners for the last, oh my gosh, 7 or 8 months now was when I made my first Should You Summon. And so I wanted to keep the trend up, even though I feel like this is a pretty obvious one. But again, those changes could possibly happen. So I wanted to talk about it, get your guys' feedback, see what you guys think. And if they did make those changes, do you think you would want to summon on it? So I definitely look forward to hearing back from you guys down below. That is today's video. As I said earlier, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that red subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, found it entertaining, or any of those things, consider hitting that like button. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenics here signing off, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.